I am Naomi Nwanyoma Hatshepsut Abiola, and you are watching Fam TV.
This is Designer Philip. You're watching Fam TV. Good vibes.
Peace and love across the universe. You know, salutations to everyone watching this. It's your boy Illa. You're watching Fam TV. Fam first. Pay attention, learn something.
What's up, Black family? How you doing? This is your boy Biggie, the one and only representing for Fam TV, right here at Afrofest 2018 in downtown Toronto. And today we're going to talk about an issue that's really affecting the people, you know what I mean? And that's hitting a lot of us close to home, and that's the gun violence in the city. And I'm joined here with my brother, partner in crime, Frosty Raw, you know what I mean? And we're going to be talking to you guys, giving you our point of views, also breaking down a bit of the politics of what happened, you know what I mean? Because, an up-and-coming rapper, you know, for those of you who don't know, but goes by the name of Smoke Dog, lost his life last weekend during the Canada Day weekend.
R.I.P. Smoke Dog.
You know, and a lot of that's due to, you know, the back and forth that's going on in the city with a lot of our youths, you know what I mean? Apparently, Smoke Dog and his friends had issues with guys from another neighborhood on the other side of downtown, you know what I'm saying? And it led to him losing his life, you know what I'm saying? The music that our youths are also putting out there on a regular basis, the message in the music, you know what I mean? It's messing with the psyche. It's getting into our subliminals, and some of us are acting out and doing things that we know is not right. We should not be doing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pass the mic over to my brother, see what he wants to say.
Take it in. So when we do those things, it's a mental health issue, and mental health comes from this thing called PTSD, and some may call it post-traumatic stress disorder,
or slave
but
disorder.
I call it post-traumatic slave disorder. And that comes from things like the Willie Lynch syndrome, which, if you know, Willie Lynch was a slave master that came with a formula of pitting slaves against each other and psychologically brainwashing them into hating each other. And that spanned generations and went down till we are today. So we can't go anywhere without seeing somebody who's shining, or, you know, he has a better shoes than me, or a better car, or his video has more views than mine. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to these things, we start hating. Hey, that person's light skin. Hey, that person's dark skin. Right? So this all spans from the Willie Lynch syndrome, and this is one of the roots of violence. Right? The slave mentality. Right? And what we need to do, what we're trying to do with Fam TV, we're linking up. Link us, because every time we have a discussion, we pop up with solutions and we come with something. If you got a solution, comment, say something, leave your IG, I'll get at you, and we can connect. You know what I'm saying? We meet up all the time. Now we're trying to connect this black family, right? So yeah, back to the PTSD and the mental aspect. Then after the mental aspect, what you have is a systematic boxing in. If you notice, there is a correlation between the strikes at York University and was it more than one university, or was it just York University? Does anybody know? Was the strike at more than one university or just York University?
It was the colleges, wasn't it?
Was all the colleges?
Yeah. Humber.
This February, there's a big strike.
There was a big strike. It was Humber
right?
College and
a lot of people did not go to school this year. From January, a lot of people did not go to school. So what happens is, those individuals who didn't go to school, they dropped out. So if they're from the hood, they're back on the block, have nothing to do with the same people they're trying to get away from by going to school. You know what I mean? A lot of these things have a
rippling effect.
You know, they have a ripple effect, and you know what I mean? They include in some of the causes. And that's what we're just here to do. We're here to talk about the causes, the mentality of these young niggas, the mentality of these young kings. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to see the growth on Fam TV. We're going to try to call them kings. We're going to try to change our vocab. But, you know what I mean? Niggas is niggas, right? Mm-hmm. The music, if you take in the music is becoming so blatant. Like, when have you ever seen in hip-hop people not being clever and creative? Nobody's even dressing up to talk no more. They don't say, there used to be nicknames for gun. Now they're just saying, I got a gun. You know what I'm saying? Where's the artisticness? You know what I'm saying? Come outside, come outside. These niggas say they gang bang, they don't come out. So with those words, you're saying what you're actually trying to do. Hey sister, you wanna come in? You wanna say hey Fam TV? Let me know next time, huh? Got you. We're here for the people. You know what I'm saying? So the words come outside are telling us, their fans, the cops, all the things that you actually are out here doing. You want them to come outside so you can shoot them, right? So we've taken unorganized crime to a new level. That's just my take on it right now. You know, and it becomes that way with no guidance. Or is it that the youth are not taking the guidance that they're getting? They're throwing it away because they have internet and people get rich off of the internet and they don't have to do conventional things to get money anymore. The whole game has changed. It's the Matrix. I don't know. Let me know. Comment. Say something. Bigly?
Yeah. But the internet, it could be used as a positive tool if people choose to. You know what I mean? Like you could learn a lot and research. You could create businesses and benefit yourself, right? So I have no problem with anybody wanting to do whatever they can to uplift themselves. But when you are putting out messages on a regular basis as a rapper or an entertainer that is derogatory, that is specified in gangsterism, right? And then you're wondering why we've seen a lot of our own rappers dying. You know what I'm saying? It's because the energy you put out is what you get back. You know what I'm saying? So you don't see, when it comes to music, reason why I'm so advocate about getting the brothers that are rapping to understand that the message you're putting out is messing with the kid's psyche. You don't see a lot of rock and roll artists dying from violence. The last rock and roll artist I saw that died from a gun did it to himself. You understand? You don't see country artists dying from violence. You don't see R&B artists, you don't see soca artists, you don't see nobody else other than mostly rappers dying from violence. Now, is that a coincidence? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? It's the lifestyle that the brothers are portraying and the messages you're putting out there. I'm asking you, please put out some consciousness in your lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Spit something that's more appealing to helping the people change the way that they see life and could do better with themselves.
All right, so quick history lesson. Let's talk about how they hijacked hip hop. Okay, basically how they hijacked hip hop was when NWA came in. The success that NWA, the niggas with an attitude.
Dude, yes.
They're from Compton. There's a movie about it on Netflix. Check it out. All right. When they came in, it was about the amount of success they had and duplicating that success with a phrase. The phrase was, "It's what sells. This is what sells." And growing up in the 90s, hip-hop, you heard that a lot. And that's how 90s hip-hop changed. From 90 to 99, the game had changed drastically. Yeah. And with the influx in sponsors and, you know, awards and all these type of things, the money value is what pushed the art where the art went. And the art now changed. So now, instead of everybody being clever and trying to out-clever each other, they were trying to out-gangster each other now. Because gangster is what sells. So now, when that being what sells, everybody's gonna do it, right? Because this is capitalism. Exactly. So now when we come to this thing called capitalism, we know that it means everybody get whatever you can by any means necessary. And if you can get away with it, you get away with it. If you get caught, you do the time because you did the crime, right? So those that get away with it they get not penalized, I guess. Besides the like Bill Cosby and you know the tax evaders, you know Method Man and Wesley Snipes. How much people went to jail? How much artists went to jail for tax evasion and these type of things? But the people who get away with it, Donald Trump says he doesn't pay taxes. Right, but he has a way, he has a formula, he has somebody who he knows most likely, right? So it's about who you know sometimes. So like, you know, we've gone from violence to capitalism right now, and that's how the discussions go because everything's connected, right?
Exactly.
It's called interconnectality. It's called that because I think I just made that up still. But that's what we do.
And with that being said about how, with the phrase, that sells, a lot of brothers and sisters, especially when I was a youth growing up, would try to tell me that this is what the people want to hear. This is what the people want to hear. And as I got older, I realized that doesn't really make too much sense, because when you spoon feed people a certain thing all the time, that's what they like. That's what they get used to. So if a youth from the age of 5, all right, 10 years later he's 15 and all he's been seeing is gangster rap on TV and hearing it on the radio, the 1 or 2 conscious rappers he gets to see and hear, they don't get pushed as much. That 1 or 2 song comes out and you don't hear that person again. You know what I'm trying to say? But you hear the same style of music being promoted heavily all the time, right? What do you think that 15-year-old is now going to be listening to and being interested in? You know what I'm saying? It's common sense, right? So I'm not trying to blame, 100% blame entertainment for people's behaviors. I can't do that. But entertainers do have a responsibility to speak about more than just what they're speaking about. You know what I'm saying? Touch issues that you've never touched before. You know what I mean? And you might see how that even makes you feel as an artist.
I mean, let's look at the most successful rappers right now from America. Kendrick Lamar is the most successful rapper. He's won a Nobel Prize. No rapper has ever won a Nobel Prize, right? And because of his consciousness and his level of thought that he puts into it, right? That is what makes him one of the best. I actually think one of the best, another successful rapper from Canada would be Kenan. And Kenan has, you know, put that conscious thing out there from Canada. The love and the community that comes through in his music.
And he also educates on Africa. He educates on Somalia, you know, talks about the pirates out there, because if you guys know, Somalia had an issue where they had pirates that were taking merchant ships to bring back and feed the people. But as you know what I'm saying, throughout history they took a lot from us and they left us in dire situations. So I'm not knocking brothers and sisters who had no choice whatsoever in order to feed their families. I'm just letting you know that Brother Kenan helped us know that history, you know what I'm saying, showed us that in his music, you understand? And like my brother Frosty Ross saying, he was a very conscious, he is actually a very conscious rapper, still focused on bringing you messages in his music, you understand? And once again, he's not one of the most popular ones. He came out, made a bunch of noise with a couple years ago with the World Cup soccer, with that song Waving Flag. You know what I'm saying? The whole world knew that song, you know what I mean? Did tracks with Damian Marley, Junior Gong, Bob Marley's son, you understand? But once again, he's not what's flourishing heavy. What's flourishing heavy are the negative messages. What most of the youth, what most of the upcoming rappers are doing is the negative messages. You understand? And I'm not trying to rain on no man or woman's parade. I love my people. I want to see black people be successful. I want you to achieve your dreams. But I got to speak the facts.
Yo, one of my OGs put up something on IG the other day, and it touched real home to me. It was like, if you little niggas think you're hard, go and spend 23 hours in the washroom. Don't leave for nothing. And then tell me if you can do that for the rest of your life. If you can do it, yo, go clap it up, shoot it up, go do that. If you can stay in the washroom for 23 hours, all right?